What was the other thing I was going to say? Yeah. Uh-oh.
You're a retired renovator, you have to figure out things that work for you that you don't read about elsewhere. So this is my setup for being up on the ceiling, and it seems to be working quite well. So here's our scaffolding. I have a hard time climbing on the scaffolding because of my knees. So I put a ladder here so I can climb up and just swing my legs over. And then the ladder is a nice nifty place to set my mud, because it's pretty heavy, so I don't have to always be holding it. So I've got my mud, all my tape, taping knives, everything with me. I can work on a pretty big area before I have to get down and move. So, fantastic. All right. So I'm going to start the third coat on the bedroom. So this is my first attempt at third coat. So you can see, I don't know if you can tell from the bucket, I thinned out some mud, again, thanks to Vancouver Carpenter. I was very hesitant to do this because in my mind, you buy the ready mix, it should be ready mix. But the more videos I've watched, I decided to give it a try. So I'm going to hit this seam and we'll see. So I got to get loose mud on the hawk. I don't know how that's going to work. If that's the right consistency it's supposed to be, who knows? All right. I'm going to start with my 4-inch to get it on. This might be too goofy. Let's see. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out how to get it all smooth. Okay, that was pretty good. Oops. So, I think that looks pretty good. That's it. Okay, hey everybody. Well, I've got 3 coats on the kitchen, and it's that time to start painting. So I wanted to talk you through what I did for these 3 coats, and what I've learned along the way. I've tried to lessen my sanding. I have learned that thinning the mud is kind of a good idea, especially on coat 3, and really watching the feathering of the edges for the sanding is really a challenge. And you think you have it, you think you got it all worked out, but it might still be rough. So I have sanded places, I find smooth, and then I find a little ridge. That's what you want to avoid. Here's one right here. And so there's really nothing you can do for those but just sand those out. I thought I did a pretty good job feathering, but it's harder than you think. So my recommendation is, the middle stuff sands out pretty easily, but it's these edges that are really super important. So really watch your feathering throughout each coat. You get a little bit larger each coat, but you've got to get it to come out. Again, I feel a little bit of ridge there. And the only way to know for certain, I think, is to run your hand up across it and see what it feels like. If you can feel the difference between the drywall and the mud, it's going to show up on the paint. So that's feeling really good there. So I've gone over and over and over this. I'm actually a little bit nervous about starting the priming and the painting too. I hope I haven't messed up too much, but wanted to just sort of mark this event before I started so we can see how it goes. All right.